action. What's going on, YouTube? Let's have this Sunday wake and bake. What you got, man? I'm not gonna be real selfish. I'm just going straight out in action, man. How do you feel today? What you feeling right now? Put that down in the comments. It's a timeless question. I feel slighted. See what I got on, man. Shout out to them boys that was actually in the game to win the game. You understand me? In the game to win the game. You got to be in it to win it. I feel slighted on many fronts today. Not just because of the Lions. There's several reasons that I'm going to get into. But the main one being Detroit, but that happened late in the day. Late in the day, that's when I started feeling slighted. Everything was moving kind of smooth up until that. One of my slights, though, is I didn't get enough Trump coin. I understood the tokenomics and everything. I didn't get enough of that shit. It's jumping. It's really jumping like Sidney Moncrief. Old school hooper back in the day, coming out of Little Rock, wanted to play for the Bucks, beat Michael Jordan in the playoffs. Baby Jordan, rookie Jordan, not actual developed, I am the face of the league, Michael Jordan. But he gave him that first ass whooping. Then Bird gave him subsequent ass whoopings. Then the Pistons gave him the final ass whoopings of his career that made him the legend that he is today, that made him more than a glorified David Thompson, who was his idol. I'll be deep into this basketball stuff, but yeah, I related that to Trump coin due to the hops. You see, that shit started at $6. Cheff didn't know about it at $6. Cheff knew about it at $16. You know, and that's where the odyssey began and continues. But if I knew what I know now, due to hindsight being 2020 instead of clairvoyant, man, I would have picked up a gang of Trump coins. I'm not emotionally attached to no elections or none of that, man. Told you I'm in the trenches about this bread. Lions don't care if the gazelle is a Trump supporter or was down with Kamala. The lion is gonna eat that mug. Now, to my personal slights, continuing on. What was up with the defensive coordinator, man? The defensive coordinator of the Lions, after he got to like November, he just stopped coaching. They start getting fired up. And they end up losing this game because they gave up 45 points and turned the ball over 5 times, man. A lot of people ate. You would have ate if you listened to me. I didn't say the Lions were going to lose, but I said that they had a weakness to dynamic quarterbacks because their only losses came to dynamic quarterbacks. First being Jackson in Baltimore. Then the next guy was another dynamic quarterback. Jackson's rival in Buffalo, Josh Allen. And who did we play? Another dynamic quarterback. The second pick in the draft that's been showing up pretty much from day freaking one. Jaden McDaniels, who played a ridiculously accurate game, and the Lions defense didn't even look the same, man. It was no fundamental principle. I told you how they could beat them. They had to harass that backfield. They spread the Lions out as easy counters to those spreads, and they didn't use it. The homie Chabino, the dean himself, said the Lions DC was already on interviews still for other jobs, and we had to clone a DC, but they couldn't upload the firmware properly to get the schemes going. But I said, that's hogwash. He ain't been coaching since November. He been interviewing since November. They had plenty time to get that clone's data updated and everything. He should have been able to do his wife's the position his wife's like and everything. That clone should have been ready for the yesterday, but it wasn't. I feel slighted. I also feel slighted by me being in a weed session and not firing up a joint, just sitting here holding it, talking to y'all. Sacrilege. As we continue on with my slights, because I told you to write yours down in the comments. We can have a dialogue. I might kick it right back to you. I only got 2.7 subscribers. My dog Buggy, BUG Entertainment. I mean, I ain't signed to them, but I am. My dog, the Dean, my partner in crime, you know what I mean? Jabino, you know, couple my one things, you know what I mean? Like my yeahs, they get in, and that's the 0.7. Because one will look, then another will look, then none will look, then the two will look. So now that gives me 3.7 subscribers and counting. And I appreciate every last one of you. But my slights is due to the fact that my content creation and production is not compromised, but hindered due to this whole ass TikTok ban. This ban. People was getting it in. That's why I didn't start generating bread. I just used ByteDance for their content creation prowess and speed. But they're gone now. I'm still with it and been with Adobe for about 10 years. I never got rid of them and never will. But the Cheff uses different utensils to cook and mix with. I don't stay with one mixer. I'm a fucking chef. Freaking chef. Excuse it, but it's my podcast. I might do something to bleed out, but due to ByteDance not being able to work in my region, I might not look through Adobe to bleep that out. Yeah, because I feel slighted.